Welcome Cancer to your in-depth weekly forecast for week commencing the 23rd of October for the Sun or the Ascendant. This week begins with a beautiful alliance between Venus in your third house, everyday communication, and Jupiter in your sector of friendship. So there could be a connection made or an arrangement put in place for a gathering or some kind of outing or some kind of social event, and that can be really gratifying. There could even be someone in your social circle that you're finding is intriguing you more and more. And with Mercury, the planet of communication, having moved at the end of last week into a much more outgoing part of your situation, you could find yourself wanting to be perhaps a little bit more playful and mischievous. Now, Mercury is joined by the Sun moving into your sister water sign of Scorpio on Monday, and the Sun and Mercury are reunited again, but this time in Scorpio. So whereas last week you were thinking and talking a lot about a home, emotional or family issue, now I feel it's much more to do with how you can interact with others in a more outgoing and bubbly way. Also, as this week moves forwards, Mercury advances and connects to the mighty Mars. Mars is very much to do with desire, can be to do with impatience in some ways, but in the fifth house, it's giving you an added dimension to your sense of attractiveness. So you could find yourself being quite flirty. If you're single, there could be a spark going on between you and someone you're encountering. And because Jupiter is in an opposition to Mars, you may be finding yourself feeling a little more daring about what you may try to do when it comes to connecting with someone that you're attracted to, or if you're in a long-term relationship, trying to reinvigorate the spark of attraction and allure that may have been there at the start of the relationship. Which brings us to the partial lunar eclipse. It is in your sector of the collective, of your future plans, your highest hopes, but it has to coexist with that group of planets in your fifth house, which is much more to do with your need to manifest your ego, really, your talent, your creativity, and your need for attention in terms of your own individual qualities. So maybe there are going to be some changes for you. I feel that the combination of the solar eclipse on the 14th and this partial lunar eclipse is really going to be interesting. It really points towards needing to feel comfortable in your environment, but actually getting much more social contact. So even if you're someone who's very much a home lover, which can be the case with Cancerians, if you feel starved of the oxygen of engagement, that's really what I think you're seeking over the next half year. But the experiences that you've had over a long period of time, I feel, have taught you to always listen to your sixth sense. But that doesn't mean to say that you should turn down the chance to be more playful, experiment, get to know new people. And because Jupiter is in an opposition with Mars and Mercury, this is a chance to perhaps surprise yourself by how much edgier you could be in your approach.